Hi everyone. I am back with our book today. We've been reading a lot of books about buildings and homes and houses. And so this book is called My Home, Your Home. And it's about all different kinds of homes that people live in. Oh, there's all different kinds. Houses, apartments, everything. So we're going to hear a story that talks about some of the different kinds of homes. This part is called A Family Living Apart. Let's find out why. Ahoy there, I'm Jaden. Did you know ahoy is a way to call a ship? I know that because my mom is in the Navy. My mom is away on sea duty right now. That means she's living on a Navy ship. I'm staying with Grandma and Grandpa until she comes back. And there's Grandpa playing on the floor. And look, they're doing Lincoln Logs. We have something like that in our room, don't we? I love Grandma and Grandpa, but I can hardly wait to see Mom again. Mom says it will be soon. Then we'll find our own place to live together. There's a picture of his mom hanging on the wall. Mom asked me to be a good helper while she's gone. So I'm checking out the different places people live. That way I can help pick out the right home for my family. And down in the note here it says, sometimes families live together and sometimes they live apart. It's all different. My cousin's apartment is high up in a tall building in the busy city. The building also has many other apartment units. That means my cousins have lots of friends to play with. The moon seems really close when I'm up high like this. And there they are getting ready for a sleepover, and they're looking way up at the moon. But they're so high up in the building, it looks close. Maybe some of you live in an apartment building. It's a different kind of place to live. An apartment building would be great. I tell Grandma when she picks me up, but Mom likes to explore new places. So maybe we should just move to the moon. Do you think they should live on the moon? Nobody lives on the moon yet. Maybe someday they will. Maybe by the time you're grown-ups, people will live on the moon. Here's some kids playing soccer. Here's the thing about the moon. You have to wear a special suit if you live on the moon in order to breathe. So they're playing soccer in their special suits. My friend Valeria lives in a different kind of apartment. It's the second floor of a house. Her mom rents it from the family who lives on the first floor. It's called a duplex house, Valeria explains. Duplex means two. So there are people that live down below and there's people that live up above. The first floor family has 3 friendly dogs. Valeria and I get to play with them in the yard. It gives me an idea. Maybe my family could find a house with lots of animals too. And there they are playing dollhouse, and they have horses and dinosaurs and chickens and cats. That kind of reminds me of our dollhouse a little bit. Joseph is on my basketball team. He tells me his family owns their house. And there's another house in the backyard too. It's Joseph's tree house. So there's the regular house, and there is the tree house. And that's what it looks like close up. It's a little place to play up in the tree. Let's pretend your tree house is a Navy ship, I tell him. We'll sail across an ocean of leaves. I bet Mom would like living in this kind of tree house. Do you think his mom would like to live in the tree house? I'm not sure. Grandpa takes me to visit his friend. Morris lives in a mobile home, says Grandpa. It was built somewhere else and then moved to this community. Sometimes on the freeway you can see those big trucks pulling those mobile homes. It has stayed here since. Grandpa tells me there are also homes that people can drive around. He calls them RVs. They come in handy for vacations, he says. So it's kind of like a camper. Usually people just take vacations in these, but sometimes people live in them too. And this is a mobile home. So that was built someplace else, and a big truck hauled it to where it was going to stay. If I lived in an RV, I'd sleep outside the amusement park. I could be the first one on the rides every morning, I tell him. Morris tells me he's the checkers champion of his neighborhood. There's always a neighbor who's ready to let me win, he says. He also tells me that wasn't true when he was my age. My family lived in a farmhouse out in the country, Morris says. Neighbors were far away, but the horses made really good friends. So yeah, if you live out in the country, your neighbors are really far away. You might not even be able to see their house. I know where I live, I can look out my window here and I can see my neighbor's house right there. But in the country, sometimes you can't see your neighbor's house. It's that far away. Tara is a new kid at school. Her family just moved to town. They're staying at a motel for now. Motels are nice places to visit, but Tara's family wants to find a home on their own. Some of you have probably stayed at a motel on vacation. It's kind of nice to visit. I don't think I'd want to live there for a long time. It's kind of small. Usually just one room. Sometimes they have two. My family has to move a lot too. That's part of being in the Navy. I told Tara I would be her first friend in town. I know that finding a friend makes moving a lot easier. Well, that's nice of him. There are lots of different homes to think about. Just like families, homes come in all shapes and sizes, but one of my best ideas is close by. Grandpa and Grandma live in a townhouse. That means there is another townhouse attached to it. We could be neighbors. So there's Grandma and Grandpa's house, and there is the townhouse that's attached to it. And look, there's a sign that says, for sale. For sale. So if his mom comes home from the Navy and that house is still for sale, maybe he could be neighbors with his grandparents. That would be so cool, wouldn't it? But I'll be happy with whatever Mom chooses. It will be the perfect home because we'll live there together. And then in the back, they have some ideas for some activities you can do. It says, plan your amazing bedroom. I know some of you guys are really good at this. If you could have any kind of bedroom, what would it be like? Use your imagination and go wild. Maybe your bed would be a rocket ship zooming through the sky. Maybe you would curl up in a roller coaster car to dream sweet dreams, or perhaps you'd sleep in a submarine deep down in the sea. Draw a picture of your make-believe bedroom. If you are able to do that and want to take a picture of it and put it on class tag, that would be so cool. So here's some things to think about when you're drawing your bedroom. Where will you sleep? Will it be a rocket ship, a roller coaster, maybe just a big, we're talking about marshmallows. Sleep on a giant marshmallow. Number 2, where will you store your clothes and toys? Will you have a closet or a dresser or maybe something else? And number 3, will you share your room with somebody else? So if you get a chance to do that and draw a picture of your imaginary bedroom, I'd love to see it. You could either put it on class tag, or maybe when we're back together, you can bring it and show it. Okay, so this book is called My Home, Your Home, and that's it for now. So I'll be back in other videos. We'll do a Bible story and an activity too, to make houses. So have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.